Okay, so what you need to do, when you add albumin into water, the layer of hydration is formed. Okay, why it is formed? Because on the surface there are several polar amino acids like lysine, arginine, glutamic acid, aspartic acid, all polar amino acids. Okay, so what has happened, there is a strong layer of hydration because all water molecule are attached to on the surface amino acid residue. But what will happen if you want to reduce it? So how? What are your options in order to reduce the layer of hydration? That means you want to make precipitates. There are some applications of precipitate. Then you can ask me, sir, why you want to make precipitate? If it is getting dissolved, it is good. No, there are some certain experiments where you need to crystallize proteins. Okay. For example, I shall also give you. All of you read it, see this thing very carefully. So why you need to precipitate? So why requirement of protein precipitation? You can ask me why we need to have precipitation. So the requirement for precipitation is multifaceted, different use. One is crystallization of protein to study its structure. Okay, this is one use of precipitation, or why we need the knowledge of protein precipitation. Then one more is purification of proteins, by various extraction methods. This also you will study this year only, extraction methods. মনে করো তোমার কাছে একটা প্রোটিনের স্যাম্পল আছে, এটার মধ্যে একটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট প্রোটিন আছে, একটা মিক্সচার আছে 3-4টা প্রোটিনের, তার মধ্যে থেকে একটা পার্টিকুলার প্রোটিনকে তোমাকে কি করতে হবে, সেপারেট করতে হবে। তখন তুমি কি করবে, সলভেন্ট এক্সট্রাকশন বলে একটা মেথড আছে, এটা আমরা স্টাডি করব, বাই হুইচ ইউ ক্যান প্রেসিপিটেট প্রোটিন এন্ড সেপারেট ইট। ওকে, দেন many a times you should study about inclusion bodies. এগুলি কি জিনিস সেগুলি আমরা পরবর্তী সময় আলোচনা করব। inclusion bodies, then amyloid structures, এগুলি আমাদের মনে রাখতে হবে। ঠিক আছে, কেন আমাদের প্রোটিন প্রেসিপিটেশন করতে হবে, পরীক্ষার মধ্যে আমরা আনসার কোশ্চেন দিতে পারি। সো এই সকল কারণে ইউ শুড নো প্রপারলি হাউ টু ক্রিস্টালাইজ অর প্রেসিপিটেট এ প্রোটিন। ওকে, বাট এট দ্য সেম টাইম ইট মাস্ট নট গেট ডিনেচার্ড। আচ্ছা, এগুলি নিয়ে আমরা পরবর্তী সময় কথা বলছি, এটা একটু দেখে নিই। তাহলে সারফেসের মধ্যে এই অ্যামাইনো অ্যাসিডগুলি থাকাতে খুব ভালো ওয়াটারের সাথে রিয়াকশান হয়। বোঝা গেল, রিয়াকশান হয় মানে ইমোবিলাইজেশনটা হয়। সো বাট so if you want to remove this layer of hydration, what you should do, you should add salt. Now salt are more hydrophilic than ovalbumin itself, and now we are adding two types of salt. Raw salt, when we added raw salt, we saw that precipitation is formed. Why precipitation is formed? Here you see, this is before adding the raw salt, the layer of hydration is bigger. Just after adding the raw salt, the layer of hydration is smaller. Why it is smaller? Because salt has taken the maximum portion of water to around itself, because it is more hydrophilic, and so what has happened, the layer of hydration is drastically reduced, and subsequently what will happen, there will be precipitation. Okay, so removal of layer of hydration means what? Precipitation. Okay, so if you want to precipitate, so you understand this, if you want to precipitate albumin, you have to add raw salt directly. If you add saturated solution, then it cannot help. Understood? So what does it mean? It means that on the surface of albumin there are so many polar amino acids that in order to reduce the interaction with water, you have to add a lot of salt, so that the salt will acquire all the layer of hydration around itself, because salt is more hydrophilic than protein, isn't it? As you have seen here, polarity or charge distribution is directly proportional to solubility in water. If it is more, solubility is more. If it is less, solubility is less. So accordingly this thing has happened. Okay, so tomorrow's class, in the next class we shall talk about the situation of globulin. From here only we will start. Okay, so there will be a continuity. So today CM, please write down some questions You take your copy and you write down these questions. Number one question: on what factors different amino acids are different from each other? Different amino acids are different from each other. So number 5 we will add R group or side chain. We shall write side chain, that is better. On what factors amino acids are different from each other? Okay. Next question: what do you mean by a Zwitter ion? What do you mean by a Zwitter ion? Do not use internet. Whatever we have spoken, you try to recapitulate and write down. Okay. In internet, so many explanation should be there which will make you confused. Do not get confused. Whatever is there, that only is will be enough for you. So what is a Zwitter ion? In this case, you have to write down this particular structure, amine group, carboxylic group, and put the charges and then write it down like this. When there is no net charge, there is no net movement in any electric field, and therefore the amino acid will form a Zwitter ion. These things you already know because you have studied isoelectric focusing last class. Now there are majorly 3 types of amino acids. Some are charged, some are negatively charged, and some are non-polar. The charged amino acids are called hydrophilic amino acids. So I am not giving any question from it. Now next, third number question is on what factors solubility of proteins and amino acids are dependent? Write down. On what factors the solubility of proteins and amino acids are dependent? Okay. So here you will write about that the solubility of proteins and amino acid determines by the arrangement of polar and non-polar amino acids. If the number of polar amino acids are more, solubility will be more. Like this you write down. Okay. Now next, you write down why ovalbumin is more soluble in water than globulin. Okay. Why ovalbumin is more soluble in water than globulin? Okay. This question mark you put, and in this you have to write all other things. For example, you will start from here, that when you dissolve ovalbumin, we see that there is no precipitate and it completely dissolves. But when we add globulin, we see that it do not completely dissolve and there are remaining of small precipitate, not very big but small precipitate. So in order to understand this, we have to understand about the layer of hydration. Then you explain all this, whatever is there. Okay. So the next question you write, what will happen when we dissolve a protein in water? What will happen when we dissolve a protein in water? Okay. And the last question you write, in ovalbumin solution when we add salt, in ovalbumin solution when we add salt, what is the consequence? The last question. In ovalbumin solution when we add salt, what will be the consequence? So here you write about all these things, that raw salt and saturated solution. You talk a little about saturated solution also, that I will prepare saturated solution by adding salt in water until and unless all the salts get dissolved in it. Okay, maximum quantity of salt that will be dissolved in a particular volume of water, then it makes it saturated solution. Okay, by saying so, the 4 questions will be given and all 4 questions you should answer. So I will be sharing with you this slide, and you try to write down the answers by looking at it. Okay.